Hello everybody and welcome to the A.O.D's Rambling Podcast. We're here today with Peter, myself Samuel, Digger D as always behind the camera there. The fourth incarnation of the Doctor, Tom Baker. Our pal The Rock.
Oh, he's tall.
No, you're old bitch. We're in sunny Gorton, it's been a great day. Dad, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing absolutely fine today, son. Feeling healthy, feeling fit. Not feeling wealthy. Not much money left, but yeah, I'm feeling good. It's been okay.
Go on then, tell us who your favourite Doctor is.
Well, it has to be Tom Baker. Like I say, Tom Baker was around, I think it was the early 80s, I think Tom Baker was. I was the very first Doctor Who that I actually ever
Mid-70s, mid-74 till 81.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was born in 72, so yeah, I do remember him seeing when I was very, very, very young. I am a Dalek. Yeah, absolutely spot on.
Dalek mania. Yeah.
I loved it. And he was also, the craziest one to my mind, with his big eyes. And
Yeah, it was quirky.
It was very quirky. But compared to, the Doctor Who's you've got today, and you've got all this really modern kind of like technical sort of like AI there.
It was the jelly babies, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that grin, yeah? And if this man offered you a jelly baby, would you take it?
Wow.
That's a very good one.
Talk about when we
Fuck off, Dad, I'm not getting in that Skoda.
Anyway,
babies.
for my generation, this dude, Tom Baker, was the bloody narrator for Little Britain. I'm the only gay in the village.
Didn't know that. Yeah, I know Little Britain. Didn't know he was.
I didn't know that either until I wikid
you
it before.
You learn something
So
with.
it could be definitely wrong if it's Wikipedia.
You learn something with A.O.D.
Well, the thing about Doctor Who back in those days was the Daleks. Like when you draw a contrast between now, the AI now, and the AI that they used in Doctor Who in those days, it's just proper plastic. It's like when you see the first rocket going to the moon, back in the 60s, whatever it was, it actually looked like a Dalek with sort of like legs and flying up into the sky, small little tin can. When you see the rockets go up into the sky now, it's proper kind of like technical stuff. So yeah, there is a big kind of like comparison between, oh gosh, it's like that with the first Star Trek,
Yeah.
all the crappy stuff that they had in that kind of like, the spaceships then, it was just really crazy compared to Janeway and, the modern Star Trek now. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Did you rate the new Doctor, the new Jodie Whittaker, the latest season?
I did. I watched the first 2 or 3
Great.
episodes
I thought she was
of it.
You
great.
liked her, didn't you, Digger?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I watched a couple of episodes, but I couldn't quite get into it. After Peter Capaldi, man, Peter Capaldi was my fave.
This is what happens. You see, you get used to having one there, watching the one Tom Baker, because it's like when
Same with Bond.
Same. Well, I don't know. I got used to the Bond because they sort of like build you up to the new guy that's coming. But when Tom Baker was first on, and I watched him, when I was young, when they changed the Doctor Who over to someone else, I couldn't get into
Who
it.
surpassed him?
Oh,
Was he that Hirschwitz dude?
it was
Peter Davidson.
Is that who surpassed Tom Baker?
I think he was the next one after. Yeah, I think so. 80s.
when did John Pertwee do it?
Before Peter. Before
Bless
Tom
you,
Baker, I think.
It was before.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
It's untight. No worries.
Sorry. Yeah.
Catch it, grab it, throw it in the bin. I don't want you germs.
Cat shit. Where?
Anyway,
Sorry?
did you catch up with Glastonbury over the weekend?
I
know
yeah.
it's Wednesday now, but this is our scheduled date to do this.
Well, one thing that I was quite sort of like impressed by, everyone actually kind of like followed, was usually in the past, you see it again in the paper, when the Glastonbury was over, you see all the crap, all the shit, all the rubbish all over the ground, even tents and bikes and everything being left. This time, I shit you not, afterwards, everybody took everything away. The floor was absolutely spotless.
You know why that was, though?
Well,
Because David Attenborough turned up at Glastonbury. He came on stage, started talking about the plastic usage, because they had actually gone, they went plastic free at Glastonbury
That's
this year,
right,
which was great, because we saved like 1 million plastic bottles and whatnot. But
Guys, I think the crows are fucking murdering each other up
I
there
love
in
these
that
crows.
tree.
As long as they don't start attacking us.
they're Garden crows, man. They're a little league above.
Oh, they're probably wondering where their hobnobs are. Hey, we've only got ginger biscuits today. Ginger biscuits. Here we go. We dive bombing us in shortly. So Glastonbury.
It
It
not
was.
too much attention to the crows, but
Yeah.
he did a speech. But what
I've
stood
seen the
out-
speech. I've seen the speech.
Did you see Lewis Capaldi Come on, Glastonbury. Have you heard about what's going on with him, bloody, and the Noel Gallagher feud?
Yeah. I don't know what the
Have you
feud
heard
is
about
with
it?
Noel
I
Gallagher.
saw
I've seen a
the
little-
costume. I saw him come on with his little Manchester boy outfit on with his parker and his hat and stuff. Yeah,
He's
he
top
looks
man,
he
Lewis
looks
Capaldi,
cool.
Do you know what? I've got a theory about this. Not a theory. I've got an ideas about Liam Gallagher at the moment because it only seems to be him that's in the headlines over the years, and his brother Liam seems to be out of the
Liam
way.
was in the headlines with his brother Liam. You mean Noel?
No, the cocky one's no Liam, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
You said Liam twice there.
Sorry, and the writer and the singer-songwriter was
Noel.
Was Noel.
In fairness, I think Liam's doing the best stuff of his life. It's good. It's
That
good.
shockwave
I've got
isn't that bad.
I've got
It's
something
alright.
to say. I think is it Noel? I think Noel's scared of his brother.
Well, no, I think they're better apart. That's all,
That's
because they
why.
both got two big egos.
I think they are destined to get back together at some point, man. It's got to. That's going to make. Can you imagine the amount of money they make?
I loved it when he was being interviewed. He says, "What do you think about the next prime minister? They were taking drugs, Gove and Bob.
Yeah.
How do you think about it?" He says, "Well, if they flipping take drugs, you give them a slap." He says, "They're running the country, man. They're running the country. It's true." But at the same time, back in the when they were young, everyone's tried a little bit of cocaine, apart from me.
Do you remember? Obviously. Do you remember? Don't touch drug, kids.
Stay away from drugs. It is not good. Apart from like paracetamols or headache tablets.
Oh, marijuana.
Yeah.
You can't
Or
get them
tea
in the
or
jungle.
coffee.
You know why?
Say that again, brother.
So you can't get them in the jungle. The paracetamol.
Oh, for crying out loud! What are you doing to me? Did you actually know there's monkeys in the jungle that actually know there's a certain what do they call it, frog out there that on its back it has LSD properties. Yeah, and these monkeys know it. Yeah, these monkeys know it. They go out, they get the they actually literally get the frog and they lick it to death, and there they are tripping through the trees for a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not daft, They're not daft.
My question, actually, I remembered it now. I weren't alive at the time, but do you remember the Britpop rivalry that went down between Oasis and Blur?
No.
1995.
I'm a bit
You
behind
weren't
the
in touch.
times.
You weren't in touch with music. Back
I wasn't.
then, were you?
I danced to the music.
Apart
I
from
raved
Neil
to the
Diamond.
music, but I wasn't in touch behind the scenes. I just partied
And the
hard.
communards.
Your dad was still listening to Neil Diamond in 1995.
I loved all those tunes, but I did listen to Oasis and all that.
Wa na na
In
na
fact,
na na na
I know
na
the
na
very first
na.
time I heard Oasis, it was actually on an episode of Cracker. Believe it or not.
What?
Cracker.
Oh, Cracker.
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 What was that fat guy's name again?
Yeah, Cracker.
What was his name? The Scotch dude.
I don't know.
He
Robbie.
played-
Is
he
it
played-
Robbie Coltrane? Was that him? Was that Cracker?
Robbie Coltrane. I think it's. He
Cracker.
played the big kind of like giant in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name again? Hagrid.
Is he still alive? I know Dumbledore passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, Dumbledore passed away. Yeah, Hagrid's still alive. Yeah.
He's still going.
They're actually thinking of doing,
She's releasing more books, She's releasing bloody 3 more books.
Oh yeah, they're going to be the older, when Harry Potter and all that have grown up. And I was thinking today, funnily enough, I was googling it today.
You know what's happened, don't you?
The question.
J.K. Rowling.
Go on.
She got pretty rich off that first Harry Potter.
Too rich. You get out low.
Oh no,
gave up
yeah.
too much money to
She
the
went down to
charity,
IKEA and bought a fucking big bookshelf, and now she's got to write shitloads more because she's got an empty big bookshelf.
Oh my god.
I think that's probably why we keep getting these kind of second-rate, drossy, not as good as they used to
Oh, they're
be.
never going to be as good as they were, though.
Excuse me.
You ready?
I know, yeah, I'm just not a fan. That's all.
These fantastic
No, he's
beasts.
not a fan of much.
Well, don't forget, they finished all the Harry Potter.
Oh, I did like the Eddie Redmayne thing. That was that Fantastic
They're
Beast.
Fantastic Beasts, Fantastic Beasts 2. The next Fantastic Beast is either going to come out next year or they're going to leave it till 2021 because they're going to do this new Harry Potter thing where they've grown up. Now, I googled it before. I wanted to know whether actual Daniel Radcliffe was actually going to play Harry Potter as he grew older, but the question was posed to Harry Potter, to Daniel Radcliffe, and he evaded the answer. It needs to be Daniel Radcliffe playing the older Harry Potter, and Hermione, and that ginger-haired dude, what's his name again?
Rupert
Ron
Grint.
Weasley.
Dude, I saw a photo the other day of Daniel Radcliffe, and he had about 12 dogs with him. Is he just a massive dog lover?
I think,
I don't know.
I think he's gay, actually.
He's a bit of a
Most
strange
gay
guy,
people like
isn't
dogs,
he?
don't they? You know what I mean?
He's just a strange
I
guy
know he was
when
an alcoholic
in
at one
interview.
point.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah. He was banging the beer back on the Harry Potter set,
Was he?
apparently.
probably stage fright is a way to deal with it somewhere along the line. You know what I mean? That's why I drink my Coke.
And then off to the kebab shop for some Harry Potter and a chili saucer.
Anyway, let's talk about something we were talking about earlier on that we saw in the news of the day. That bloody, because I did a little bit of research. That dude who fell out of the plane in the wheel bay, he flew from Kenya to London. It's like 4,200 miles, right? But what blows my mind, for anyone that doesn't know this, he fell out of the sky and landed in
Someone's back garden.
He was sunbathing on one of them rare days in England where it's actually sunny.
You missed him by 1 metre, 3 feet.
But you know how it's virtually impossible? Someone survived it in 2014. Someone was on a trip from California to Hawaii and survived, digger. And I've got proof.
Yeah, I think it depends on the height that the plane goes to. Once a plane hits 3,000 feet, apparently you freeze to death. When he hit the ground, this gentleman, he was a block of ice, apparently.
How's this dude done it from Hawaii, California?
It could be the ground that it landed on. It
Smaller
could be how
plane,
relaxed it
not
was.
flying so high.
It was a Boeing 747.
Well prepared. Big thermal jacket.
Have a look into it.
Nice underpants.
Man, the old
I don't know.
$6 million man, he fell out of a plane, didn't he? Landed on the ground, survived, and he got given all this kind of like mechanical equipment, and he could run. He could run for.
Run,
God knows
Forrest,
what.
run.
Oh dear. So yeah, that was actually a really a very sad thing, really. The desperation of people, as Dominic would like to say, it was sheer stupidity. I don't care how desperate you are, he says, you've got to be stupid to get into the landing gear to fly over here. But
How do you think he's feeling now, that guy?
well, he's dead.
No.
He's
Cold.
not feeling anything.
Chilly.
I mean, the guy who saw it just a metre away from him.
The guy
dude.
doesn't want to be sort of like put in the paper, and he's shook up, mate. He is shook right up. Did you see the dint in the ground?
I saw it, yeah.
The news report.
Wow, it was phenomenal, mate.
Great.
Absolutely phenomenal. Look at that beautiful pigeon over there.
Caw.
Sorry, that's a crow. But yeah, it's a terrible thing, and it's easy enough. You can crack a few jokes about it, but I diss those people that have cracked a few jokes because this guy must have been desperate to get into the landing gear. He's probably watched the flipping episode. Remember Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's running away and he's trying to get away. He jumps out of the actual plane, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he wasn't. The plane wasn't actually on the ground. No, take that one back.
I kind of agree with this here. I think this is a stupid thing to do. And it's a lack of education. I mean, the guy's obviously. It's reckoned that the guy was an airport worker. Yes, one of the guys, one of the chiefy people from Kenya Airlines was sort of like saying some stuff on the news today. They think he was an airport worker because it's very difficult for anybody else to sort of gain access to where the aeroplanes are all parked. So he was just probably a low-level worker with a dream, guys, and not enough education to realise that when you get 3,000 feet in the air, you fucking freeze to death.
And you know what, though? He must have been going through some struggles, man. So,
Well, God rest his soul, anyway.
I want to look at the science of it,
Because
But being stupid with your life.
Let me say something. We've all watched episodes of the A-Team and things like that, where they all do sit in kind of like it, where you've seen them sit in the actual landing gear and they're waiting there for it to land and all that, and they don't freeze. So people might be picking up their kind of like information from that, but I wouldn't have thought that it would be bloody well freezing underneath the landing gear. But thinking about it now, it would be cold, wouldn't
it? Well, 37,000 altitude, it's minus 57 degrees,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
People die on the tops of mountains all the time because they can't breathe. There's no oxygen up there.
Well, he took his packed lunch up as well, didn't he?
Are you doing
I don't think he ate it. I think he died before he ate it. That's why they found it.
Wow,
yeah, very true, very true.
Yeah.
So on the good side, the guy probably died pretty quickly. It was a 9-hour journey.
Oh god, yeah.
But I don't imagine it would have been a good way to go.
So basically, people, if you're thinking of kind of like emigrating, don't get in the landing gear because it's going to be cold unless there's an electrical appliance in there and you can plug a little heater in to keep you warm. Please don't do it.
Just before we just close this subject, did anybody else think about? Because I'm sure he wouldn't have thought about this. What would have happened had him being in that landing gear stopped that landing gear from opening? He could have inadvertently killed a whole plane full of people.
And that's why it's such a crisis.
That's why it's a stupid thing to do. Not only your own life, but your recklessness could have cost
very true.
everybody's
I would have liked
life.
to have thought that there would have been some kind of like technical jargon again on the front dash saying that the landing gear's not open and they won't land, and hopefully could have got into it from the inside of the plane and noticed that there was a freezing cold human.
Worst case scenario. I mean, he's still putting.
Worst case scenario. Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, let's close that up, Dad. Have you got a?
He could have used the TARDIS.
Have you got a mindful thought of the day?
I have a mindful thought of the day. Yes, my mindful thought of the day actually is.
When we finish.
Bastard. I am his.
Time for something.
Starts with feeling. And the ego is the story. Who you are. So fucking it's true.
My mindful speech for the day is, or mindful moment, is how to sort of like be mindful of your speech. How for your speech to be more gentle, more softer, more wiser, especially how you act around people as well. And that really kind of like work. It's how you think about things in your head. Yeah. Usually when someone gets you angry or really upsets you, you're in bed at night, you see violence going on in your head of your imaginations. You use violent speech in your head. You know, the head talk, they call it, the inner narrator is born. I am. And you're having a really... So what I used to do, like 20 years ago when I first started, to try and calm myself down, to make my inner world a bit more softer, because I was very aggressive and angry inside, was... I changed my violent speech to kind of like stupid speech. Instead of saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to stab you, I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to knock you out, I'd say something, well, I'm going to throw sort of like a custard pie at you, yeah? And you see yourself sort of like stabbing someone with I don't know, a sausage roll or a jam roly-poly, yeah? So you say, oh, you are such a jam roly-poly, you are, we're going to slap you across the face with this wet fish, rather than saying you're a dick and going to stab you in the eye, yeah? And also, what that will tend to happen, you change your imagination. Your imagination becomes softer about a violent situation that you think that you usually appear in your head. You change that violent situation into a soft SpongeBob moment. Yeah. Hence, it calms the mind down, calms the feelings down. You may end up sort of like finding yourself having a proper giggle. Usually, it's your boss at work. It pisses you right off. You feel yourself giving him a dig, swearing violently, doing violent stuff to him.
To that.
It's true. But what you do this time is, you don't swear. You say like you're a proper flipping, you're a poached egg. You are, you know what I mean. Instead of seeing yourself punch them, you throw a flipping sort of like an apple pie in the face or custard.
So you're dealing with it in a humorous way.
It's how you use your imagination, and what that will do is, and when you change your violent speech around into sort of like silly speech, saying you're such a plonker you are. You know what I mean? I'd love to sort of like rub your face in a vat full of kind of like cow dung. You know what I mean? Changes your imagination. It softens you up. It softens these up as well. So when you are actually out in the world and someone's really pissing you off, you're gonna react differently, because how you react personally, quietly in your own mind, when you're on your own in your bed and all that, it will filter out into everyday life. So you won't get up and punch and crack and smack and be nasty with your speech and all that. You'll naturally find more soft and more gentle words, yeah, and hopefully violent action won't come with that. Hence, your speech will soften. Mindfulness of speech. Keep it gentle, especially in your private imagines.
All right. Anyway, so after the mindful moment, awesome as always.
Namaste.
Enjoyed that. Yep.
Thank you.
Dude.
Advice is always key for the boys.
With a little bit of humour, a little bit of fun when you're trying to impart a little bit of wisdom to the outside world.
Yeah. I'll tell you what else we like. We like sport. And I'll tell you what I like, is I like this 15-year-old gal from USA.
Oh, Coco.
Coco.
What's her real name?
Corey Groff.
Groff. Yeah. Shocker.
15 years old. Beat 5 times women champion Venus Williams. I'm sure you've heard that name before,
I've
dude.
heard that before. Well, it also reflects on when Ronnie O'Sullivan got beat by, what was his name now? He was 19.
What was he called, dude?
Callum, he was Stephen Hendry's cousin, isn't
His
he?
nephew, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's beat kind of like Ronnie, the 5 times.
How can we not remember that? We're big
Cahill.
Oh, James Cahill.
James Cahill.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So it
back to
happens.
Coco. Back to Coco.
Yeah.
Let's not digress.
You like Coco,
this girl,
don't you?
she deserves a little bit
Do
of
you know what's
limelight for
crazy about
that.
her? She's still doing her exams, man. She did a science exam.
She got a B.
I think she got an A.
Was it an A?
I think she
an
got
A or
an
a
A,
B, yeah, and then went out and whacked Venus Williams.
Yeah, and not just the close. It wasn't no close game.
Did Venus take it well, guys? Do we know?
Well, I saw her. Yeah, it was a strong handshake, but she was not happy whatsoever.
You've got to know when
Understandably.
you've got to know when your time's come.
But dude, you wouldn't expect somebody who's the 319th rank to be what the top.
No, and she's still sitting her exams.
I mean, someone at that age shouldn't even be that well fucking.
Where the
They
Williams?
call them Mavericks. Yeah, all of a sudden they just burst on the screen and they'll be winning everything. I'll watch this lady.
Thoroughbreds.
Were the
Thoroughbreds.
Williams
Watch this
sisters not around the same age when they sort of made their breaks? I think.
Yeah, but they didn't win at that age. It was like. 20,
Well, the thing is, how old is this girl again?
15.
15.
15,
19. She's 15.
15.
What's she going to be doing when she's 23 for crying out loud?
She's
She's
a 5-time bloody Wimbledon champion.
Jumping
Oh.
up and down on a 10-per mattress. That's
very
what she'll be
true, very
doing.
true. Oh, this could just be a one-off.
She might not get any further, but who cares?
Who cares?
I'd be happy in my whole career. I'd be someone who's a 5-time champion who's still playing full time.
I totally flipping agree. Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, I'd
good
be
on
happy
you,
if I
Phil
beat
Cobb.
Roger Federer in his own back garden and no one saw it.
Well, yeah.
Very true. Very
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Roger Federer, Djokovic. He's a powerful player.
These are dudes out there. Federer's just he's legendary. He's
Federer-
too old. He's so old. He should not be doing it. No, he's not had an injury in 20 years.
You know
Thoroughbred,
what?
thoroughbred.
Some people are just made that way. You know, them ones that are just a step above everyone else. Ronnie
It's
O'Sullivan,
very true, but
Roger
you know,
Federer, Tiger Woods, whatever. They're just naturals. They're all naturals.
Totally
You notice this?
well, you know, if David Icke was here, he'd probably say, "Well, there's something going on there with Federer.
Like
Are
you
you
said,
sure?
like-
Are you sure he's not got any reptilian in him? You know, and he's never been to the hospital. He's never been to the doctors. He's never been scratched. You know, he's never been hurt at all. I'm sure
an
he's got some kind of-
Illuminati.
yeah, he's got some supernatural abilities inside him.
Did
There.
you want to come on today and talk some conspiracy theories? Because you know I love my conspiracy theories. Did you actually have one in mind, or was you just winding me up?
Well, there is a conspiracy theory, actually. Yes, I actually do think that Kim Jong Un, somehow is sort of like.
Oh,
leave-
just a second, guys. Before we start talking about this shit, have we all got life insurance?
No.
No.
No, we are. No matter. We are. We've got better.
We've got the Rock, baby.
Oh, so let's introduce The Rock again.
We have the
The
rock.
Rock, baby. Know your role and shut your mouth. You jabroni piece of...
Who?
See that he took that
If
in
you
his
go back
stride.
to the episode entitled "The Rock and Jack Connection," I think it might have just been the last one. Just watch it. And you'll see
Maybe.
what happens.
Maybe.
No, I
Maybe
absolutely
don't.
love this guy. You know, I've got to say something about The Rock. The Rock is as we know over the last 10 years,
10?
he is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I always thought that he'd be doing some really big sort of like action-packed movies, which he has done, but. You know, he needs to do a few more to sort of like take over Arnie,
Well,
because
he's just-
Arnie was the man. But this guy is the bee's knees.
He's
We
a
all love The
bit
Rock.
more comedy, isn't he, than Arnold?
Fucking big. That's what he is.
He's doing Jumanji 2 at the moment. Jumanji 2's coming out, isn't it?
Is he?
Yeah, Jumanji 2's coming
Oh,
out.
I'd
Yeah, man.
love to watch that. Absolutely
Have
brilliant.
you not seen the last remake?
Oh yeah, yes I did. Yes.
And now they're doing the follow-up with with Jack Black and Kevin Hart.
Well, hopefully, you know, I
The Rock,
thought the
obviously,
first
and
one
that
was
later.
absolutely brilliant, but it could have been. I wanted to see more action, more fun, but it was good.
Perhaps.
I'll give it 8 out of 10. 7.5. 7.5.
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
Jabroni Maver.
Good memory. Good memory.
Up there for dancing, down there for prancing.
Are you courting at the moment, Father?
I'm not courting, no, but I'm playing around quite a bit. No, I'm not courting. And funnily enough, because I've got it locked in my mind that I am going to be moving to the other end of the country in the next few months.
Oh, he may be leaving us to go to then? Bristol.
It's like it's kind of like locked in. So when I do see a nice young lady or an older lady, you know, because it doesn't matter, I tend to sort of like not be putting myself out there because I don't think I'll be around for too long.
Interesting.
It's interesting. So I'm holding myself back, but I do bring out my little black book from time to time. Sing a song, make a rhyme.
Fucking hope I'm not in your black book.
You're most certainly not, my good man. You're too tall. Jabroni Mahoney.
We're all the same size lying down, you know.
Very true. Very true.
We're not too far apart anyway. So go on, conspiracies. Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un. There's a conspiracy going on that Kim Jong Un. Somehow he has the ability to kind of like become invisible, and what's the word? He can flip his fingers, and just disappear from his country and appear in another country, because there was a clip. Honest to God, there was a clip in the White House where Donald Trump was sleeping, and it literally caught a little clip of little chubby
This
Kim
is
Jong Un.
gold. This is exactly what I was
Kim
hoping
Jong
to
Un
hear, 'cause this is brilliant.
just appeared out of the blue. Yeah, in flipping, Donald Trump's wife's bedroom, popped in the bed. They both did the Cajoni, Majoni, Maver, fucked off again. Now, Donald Trump, yeah, seen this video, and he thinks it's kind of like, what's the word, what do they call
Fake
it?
news.
CGI. CGI, but honest to God, there's
Fake
a conspiracy
news.
theory that Donald Trump's wife and Kim Jong-un, coitus, they're doing it together, yeah? All because Kim Jong-un has got this...
Kim Jong-un is definitely...
got superpowers, you know
No,
what I mean? He's making out with
he's
Donald
gay.
Trump's wife.
He's got to be gay, hasn't he? He's gay.
Well, I have a
He's got to be faking it then, hasn't he?
I have my own
He's gotta
conspiracy.
be. Come on, look at him.
He just looks like a Teletubby that's gone wrong.
I have my
He's
own
probably somebody I've
conspiracy
ever seen.
theory.
Nothing wrong with being gay, but I mean, come on, is he not gay?
No, he's ex-gay.
Is he married or something?
No, he's ex. He's got the pick of the bunch. Why would he get married?
I do think that the Illuminati are trying to remake the Teletubbies, and I do think Donald Trump is Tinky Winky, and I do think very, very possibly King Jong-un is Poe.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
we have Boris Johnson. He's going to be La La. We know he's fucking La La.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yes. And who's the other one? We got Tinky Winky, Lala, Poe.
Dipsy. Who's Dipsy?
Who's
Was
Dipsy?
Dipsy not? Wouldn't that be
Oh,
more fitting with Boris?
I don't know. Watch the
He
space.
is a Dipsy man. Did you not see him show
Boris
the
is fucking Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, and Poe. So
Did
he
you
could
see him
play.
shoulder barge that kid when he was playing football with him.
No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see
He
it.
could play any
He
Teletubby part.
absolutely football, like American football, shoulder barged him.
See, don't mess about with our Prime Minister. This
Well,
is
it's great,
Bojo.
dude. You know what? The world's going to go out in a big mushroom cloud with ding, ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, 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 playing in the
Wow,
background.
There
Yeah?
is one point I'd like to say
Teletubbies,
on the rows of
Dipsy.
politics was when they were all in the EU. You seen this one? They're all in the EU. What was it? All of our politicians
Oh,
turned
yeah.
around and faced the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, flipping Farage.
For
Yeah,
what
they
purpose?
got
Basically, two
just
fingers up to
just
the
being
EU.
dicks.
Oh, right, okay.
Being dicks.
That's just not a nice way of going about it.
Complete
Yeah, well, you can do anything
arseholes.
you want, really, can't you, in the EU? You know what I mean?
Come on, he's just
Doesn't
killing
matter.
our-
We're
killing our image.
politer than that. Yeah, they have. They've
Everyone
embarrassed
knows that
us.
when you come to Britain,
They've embarrassed
you
us.
must-
I feel about this. They have. They've embarrassed us. It's
They've
embarrassing.
embarrassed.
that.
I didn't never liked him in the first place, Nigel Farage. I will make that known now. But I don't like to get too in depth on it. But that's a bit rude. That whatever your point is, that's proper rude.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad.
There's a better way to
Don't
make
try
a
and stand
point.
up for somebody
No.
who's being rude. You've got more.
Well,
going on
no,
than that.
Disgraceful.
I
Think about the poor
Jean-Claude Juncker,
musicians.
he's
Them
pushing
poor
his luck.
musicians who were playing their hearts out, playing "Ode to Joy," and they turn their backs on them people. "Ode to Joy" is just a beautiful piece of music, guys. They tried. They
There's less
tried.
on the line for that, isn't there?
It's
There's
dude.
so much on the line when he's putting out.
It was shit. It was a shit move, and they should be embarrassed and ashamed of themselves. But like politicians, they will shout their corners. They will say that they are just in doing it, and they'll continue to sort of like stand by what they did and say that we
feel
did this for
distraught.
Britain. We did this for the people who wanted to be out of Brexit. But it's not true. They did it because they're arseholes, because there are much better ways of dealing with a situation like that than making a really, I don't think, it's vile. It was disgraceful.
And you know,
Disgraceful
this
is the only
why-
word.
This is
Disgraceful.
why I don't like discussing politics on here, man. Because you know what? It's all just a load of over.
Yeah, let's get back to
I
Yeah,
don't even
in
want.
fact,
I don't
I feel so stressed about talking about politics. We're not going to talk about politics anymore. I'm gonna come off my my sobriety. Give us a cigarette, son. Give us a cigarette. I feel really stressed
Go
about
on,
it.
you just can have that half there now. Okay.
Are we going to promote smoking in our video? Oh yeah, why
So
not?
anyway, I would like to say
You're allowed to
my
smoke
health
in it.
kick.
I do not promote it whatsoever, guys.
My health kick has been absolutely fantastic, but today I have had 1.5 roll-ups, all because the sun has been blaring, and I feel really hyperactive, and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So this is just a one-off, and this is just Coke, believe it or not. Excuse me, s'il vous plaît, bonjour,
Would
madame.
you like a tipple for your birthday? We haven't even mentioned this.
Actually, it is my birthday, isn't it? Yes, I would like a tipple for my birthday. Bang a bit in there.
Get the rest of that coat down, yeah. and
Okay.
Are we going to pour live or should we break? We'll break. Let's have a break.
Okay, drinks are poured. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank
Happy
you,
birthday,
son. Happy
dude.
birthday.
I can see you've already had a big birthday slurp there.
It is. Well, it's not
Before we
every
resume.
It's not every day you're 47, for crying out loud. My birthday.
Well, it will be apparently next month.
September the 26th. A little bit premature. So, what?
Anyway, on the A.O.D. Ramblings podcast, we want to do a little bit of a men's health segment each week. Or try to anyway. Sorry, ladies, we love you, but, you know, we're dudes. We need to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, we've got things we need to discuss.
We've spoken about this kind of stuff before with anxiety. I know that applies to women, of course, as well, but
true.
it's massive for men at the moment.
Hey, but ladies, watch
whatnot.
and learn.
So this week,
Yes, very much so.
there's a super interesting concept.
I find it very interesting, though. Yes.
And most of you might have heard it, and there isn't a whole lot known about it thus far. But this contraceptive gel for dudes
Yeah.
that they rub on the chest
They rub it on the chest.
is.
For crying out loud, that's really quite.
I just can't envision myself just going, sorry, love, I just need to.
Can
go
you
and-"
not think of a better place to rub it?
Well, you would have thought.
Maybe that's a tagline. We did have a better place to rub it, but you know, it was inappropriate.
It's really, well, if you think about it, really, if you've got to, all seriousness, you've got to rub it into your chest, and it's got to absorb into your body, go into
Is
your
there a delay
bloodstream.
there? Is there a delay?
Well, they'll have to be. It's
I
going to
feel
have to
like
get in
I feel like it's something you're supposed to do
every day.
every day continuously,
Like
whether
women take-
you're having sex or not.
Yeah, women must take contraceptive pills,
There isn't a great deal of
whatever, every day or something.
there isn't a great deal of information on it yet, but it's
From-
promising, I suppose.
From what I've heard, I believe it's something that you have to take your sperm count, has to be measured
Yeah,
as it's been applied, so it's an
but we
accumulative
haven't
medicine.
got that advanced with it
So
yet,
eventually
unfortunately.
your sperm count, after a number of rubbings,
You must have to-
after you've rubbed yourself a lot of times, you will have no sperm.
There has to be a little bit of apparatus there.
There will be eventually, but we haven't got to that yet. Listen, they've got 450 couples trying this out now.
All right,
this
okay.
year. They're demoing it out this year. We haven't got as far as the apparatus which is used, but I'm sure we will once we disclose whether it actually bloody works.
Yeah, well, I can understand. Sort of like you rub it in, it goes into your body, and this chemical thing
I'm
has
guessing
to
all you guys know where we're going with this.
work its way through and somehow get into your and then affect your kind of like sperm count, rendering it infertile. I don't like the idea or the concept of this working its way through your body like an illness, like a fever, down to your groins and rendering your sperm infertile. I just don't like the
Like
idea.
Is that not why men are so bad at contraception
thing,
and
though.
women have been
Here's
left
the
to it for a
thing.
long time?
If
Do we not have the wrong attitude there?
No, but listen.
I don't
Think
know.
about this.
That's
If
too
this-
PC, maybe.
If this is something you have to do continuously, it's not going to do much good if it's a one-night stand. You know what I mean? Because you're not actually protecting yourself anyway. Are you?
Give your man a massage,
Not from
lady.
everything
What
else.
are you doing? Or just putting some sun cream on?
Yeah,
love?
but that's not going
Putting
to
some
stop you.
sun cream
That's
on.
not going to stop you from melting. Yeah, that's not going to stop you from STDs, is it?
Not really, no.
So what's this is? It feels like it's made for couples.
Oh, excuse me, sweetheart. Just gonna go sort my sperm can out, and you go. If you have to jack off into a little sort of like container, and then measure your sperm count, it all seems a little. It takes the wonder and the beauty and the mystery and the magic of lovemaking away when you're rubbing in some sort of oil to take away the sperm count. Then you have to masturbate, not masticate, because that's eating. Masturbate and then measure it. It feels a little bit. It's an odd one.
I don't want to go on with that gel stuff. It's a bit. I don't see any hopes for it.
I don't
actually.
see any
now
hope for us men.
that we've discussed it, there's too many.
Yeah, shall we move on? What was the
pros and
last? Have
cons.
we got any more subjects, guys?
No, the last subject is us.
Oh yeah, us.
Well, the best form of kind of like, what's the word? The best form of kind of like what male, what's the word? Contraception. Just chop the fucker off. Don't do it. Chop it off.
Stop going
Sew
back.
it
End
up.
the pipe. No,
Anyway,
no.
yeah. So
Anyway, it's about
us. What we doing?
Band
A.O.D.
Yeah.
You remember
We
the
just
name?
celebrated our first year anniversary actually this week.
Does that mean we could have another drink after this?
Well, this is the only drink I'm having. I don't really drink that much. But,
Well, that might be good. But,
But-
got work tomorrow.
it's not as if I can drive a car back into a brick wall again. But I am
Anyway.
still on my health kick, so
As
this is just a
always,
one-off. Yeah.
check out our website
Check out the
www. Stop loving yourself. He just loves himself. Check out
Oh,
Angel.
hey, look! I can see them. I can see the gel going on now. Actually, no, calm down.
I can see you getting infertile as we speak. Yes.
I'm already a Jaffa, son. I've had the snip a long time ago.
Responsible
Will you
man.
Stop being so disrespectful
Me too.
to the band boys.
Me too.
This is A.O.D.
What kind of plug is this to our own band when you both just interjected? I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to promote our music. And you're
No,
just
I
getting
suppose
in-
what me and your dad are saying is we won't be bringing any more
Interjection,
weird
rhymes
people
with
into the planet.
contraception.
Right, anyway,
Okay,
www.angelsdeception.co.uk. We have been A.O.D. This has been the Garden Ramblings podcast. Take care. Lots of love.
Lots of love.